been fucking wild, son. I miss my boy Steve. I was like, yo.
Hello, everybody. We are back. The Forsaken Kingdom. I am your GM for today, or Dungeon Master. With us today, we have Durzoblint, half elf. Oh, wait, no, he's an elf. You're not half elf, right?
Nah, you have to
you're muted.
unmute him too. Yeah, nah, you have to unmute him.
No. He should be fine to unmute.
No, he's telling that you have to unmute him.
That's just weird.
That's the same thing that happened to me.
Yeah, you had me laugh a second ago too.
Got my boy back, Steve.
There he is.
All right.
Durzoblint, you're full elf or half elf? Half.
I am a high elf.
Oh, he's a high elf, so I gotta.
You're a high elf?
Yeah, full elf.
Yeah. You're a fucking murderer.
Tildor Greenheart, the Aasimar Paladin, Narcissus, the Yanti Warlock, and joining us for these games is going to be Hex Swift. He's an Aasimar monk. So why don't we go get into this here? What I'm going to do is, I know it's been a while since we last played this game, and we were in the middle of something, but I'm going to switch it up, and I didn't get my notes, so I will be right back. But
listen. We're gonna start in a bar because my character is beyond like missing to get laid.
All right,
you put me in too many wilderness for too long.
Jesus
I need my creature comforts. You're starting us in a bar.
He is. All right, so it's been a while for this guy.
I've got money. I want to start in a bar. That's it.
All right, well, hold on. We'll be right back. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Who has
machine guns?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me. We tried to play game. I'm gonna get shot in the face anyway. Oh, the sniper. Oh, there, he got me.
What is everyone's passive perception, just so that I know where I'm starting?
It's higher than what you need it to be. Mine's just 13.
Mine's just 10.
How yours is 10? Aren't you a paladin?
Yeah, but that's what I have here. 10. Passive perception. 10.
Did you put your points in strength or something?
Probably.
No, I put charisma. I got a 17 charisma.
So he's pretty.
A 17 charisma?
Yeah.
Why?
I got a 15 strength, 17 charisma, 12 constitution.
All right, that's not helping me. So, Hex Swift.
This is 10.
What is your
13.
passive perception?
13, I said. You it.
All right. You guys can hear the sounds and everything? We're good?
I can hear the wind, yeah.
All right, great. Okay. So.
I'm assuming I'm bundled up because that sounds cold.
Now, the first to wake are the 2 with the 13 because your horses are nudging your faces. You know, with it, they're nuzzling your faces to wake you up. When you do, you all are. Excuse me. Let me gather myself here.
Take your time.
There's a blinding light under your lids. In other words, you wake and you immediately cover your eyes from the light of the sun. You feel this waning heat off your body. Your mouth is dry. You're trying to take stock. Your horse is in your face, and you sit up. The other two are still unconscious, and that would be Tildor and Durzo. Wait, no, Tildor and Durzo. But you wake up just a few moments after, and you look around, and you feel grit in your armor and your clothing, and you're covered in like a fine dust. You look to your left, and you can see this huge mound of sand. You follow the path of the sand, and it leads to the top of what looks like a tall dune. The dune itself extends about 50 feet high, but it continues on. You can see some others peeking out from above that. To your right, there's grass is starting to grow, and it extends into a large plain. The two of you, as you're taking measure of where you were, you feel extraordinarily fatigued. Now, on your character sheets, I took the liberty of adding one fatigue point, or not. It's not called a fatigue point. What's it called? Exhaustion. Because your body is racked with these pains, as if you've been up all night without any real rest. Now, all your hit points are back to full. So if you don't already have them, put them back to full. You're just tired. You get up. The rest of your horses are milling about this small water hole, and they're drinking. So there's two horses drinking. The other two are trying to nuzzle the riders awake. And that's where you are right now. The sun it's waning. So it's at an angle where you're still getting, it's a cloudless sky. You can feel the wind coming off of the dune, which is generating a lot of heat, which is why you're, feeling that you're feeling a lot of heat coming off of those dunes. But to your right is a plain. Now that's where you guys are. That's what you're doing right now. When you sit up, you're taking, you're disoriented. The disorientation is coupled by this. You're looking down at your robes, at the covers of those of you with leather. You have this what looks like a splash of dried blood across each of you. So right across your midsections, but there's no wounds. You don't have the wounds where this blood could have possibly have come from. Now, trying to recall anything is difficult. You're not the how you got here. You don't understand. You don't know. You don't remember. The fact that your horses still have all of your bridle, they have the saddles, the bridles, so nothing is missing. Your coin purses are there. You can see them. Those of you who have your coin purses on you, those of you who had coin purses on your bridles, they're still there. So that's where you guys are right now. What are you doing? I'll start with we'll start with Narcissus.
I check my horse, make sure it's all right.
Yeah.
No, Natalie.
He doesn't seem skittish, but up until the point where they came to that little water hole, and it's mostly mud now because they tracked a lot of dirt, a lot of the ground into it, just getting to it. He seemed a little malnourished.
All right, looking around, you see there's a plain not too far from us, and we're at the We're at the cusp of a desert.
You're at the cusp of you're either at the cusp of a desert or the cusp of a plain. So you're literally on the dividing line between the two environments.
So I'm gonna go and get I'm gonna wake these two up.
Okay. Well, they're coming too when you get to them. They have that same sense of disorientation, and you guys are you're all trying to take measure of where you are. You don't recognize the landscape. In the distance, in the far distance, you can see what the makings of a mountain range, but they look so small. They look like hills.
So they're either really small or really far.
Yes.
So after I check Tildor, I go over and shake up Durzo.
Okay.
And like I'll hold his I'm holding his shoulders and I hold his head to get him to come through and focus so he can look at me.
Okay. And he does.
Make sure he wakes up proper.
Yeah.
Like Durzo, we gotta find out where the hell we're at. I have no idea where we are.
The positioning of the sun, and I'm sorry to interrupt you,
Uh-huh.
suggests that you have maybe about an hour left of daylight.
So it's coming to evening.
Yes.
All right. So I tell him that it's coming to evening, and we're between a desert and a plain. There's mountains off to the distance, but you're more apt at telling me if those are small or those are far. So I pull out my water and I give him some of my water.
Okay.
To wake him up so he can drink and wake up a little more.
All right.
And then we're gonna go and try and figure it out.
I'm sorry. That's the one thing that you definitely notice, that your rations are almost gone. So you based on how your water situation is, you probably have less than a day's worth of water in your skin specifically. Everyone at one point will discover that. Now, for the purposes of everyone not going through the whole intro phase, Hex Swift, Tildor knows Hex Swift, and by proxy, you all do. You're not like fast buddies, but he's presented himself to be honorable. What is your alignment, by the way, just so that I'm clear?
Yeah, good.
Okay. Yeah. So is High Elf Murderer.
I thought High Elf Murder was chaotic neutral.
No, he's chaotic evil.
Nice.
Oh
right.
God. More chaotic. This doesn't please me.
So, I'm gonna give a quick look around.
Mm-hmm.
Being Narcissus and myself were the first ones up.
Yeah, I can see. Okay.
And I'm gonna, being that we notice that there's blood spatter that's not on our clothing. I'm gonna look around to see if there's a trail or something that's off in the scene.
Okay. Roll survival.
Lou,
Yes, sir.
when we mute ourselves, somehow it stays locked. It locks us in.
I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't, but I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay, I'll just lower my mic.
Yo, so I'm gonna tell these guys, we're running low on water. We gotta get out of here before we die. We should head towards the mountains to see if we can find something.
Lou, can I be from the sun and any of the terrain? Can I be able to figure out where we're kinder at, like roughly?
You would also roll survival.
That would be a 12, by the way.
I'm gonna with my medicine, I'm gonna check everybody to see if.
Okay.
I get the guidance on him.
Yo, Lou, with my
I
medicine,
can't do
I'm
it
still
after
gonna.
the fact.
You can do it again.
You're wrong. You're not wrong. All right. So I'm sorry, Tildor. What were you saying?
I'm just gonna go over everybody real quick with my medicine skill, just to make sure that everything is fine. So I'm gonna start from the bottom and just work my way down.
All right, so you don't need to roll the skill. You can tell that no one is actually physically hurt. Armors seem to be weather worn. You guys are covered in the dust of sand.
So do we remember anything?
You
I mean,
roll,
what's the last
you
thing?
roll persuasion, Hexswift.
What?
No, I know. It's just that I was rolling on
One of those things.
20,
Yeah.
and it just wasn't letting me do the survival.
Oh,
It rolled it on the page itself.
yeah. You're supposed to do it on the Beyond 20 page. Then it'll.
Yeah, I did that, but it just wasn't letting me roll for some reason.
Lou,
Just double checking.
Lou, so we don't remember anything at all. We just woke up here, nothing.
No.
No memory, nothing.
In total, my survival roll was a 12.
Okay. What you yeah, Durzo didn't get it even with the additional blessing.
You got an 8.
Yeah, I mean you got a perfect score, but he didn't. Now, you can see there are tracks coming that with your roll. Here's how I'm going to frame it. Your tracks either came from the dunes or were going towards them. They could. You don't know if they originated from the dune or it came from them. Does that make sense?
And that's because of the drift, right?
That's because of the drift. Yes. That's
okay.
The difficulty class would have been would have been really high.
Question.
Yes.
The way because there's still prints. The only thing the drift has
There's no actual prints. It's just indentations.
Yeah, I mean there's still prints,
yeah.
But the drift itself has blown over it, so I can't see when the direction of the print is been placed.
Correct.
But in looking at the drift, the direction that the wind is blowing, it's from behind us to the front or from in front to the back.
Okay. Using, I will give you this. Using the sun as your compass, the sun is setting in the east, obviously.
Rises in the east, sets in the west.
I'm sorry. Sets
rises in the east.
Excuse me. I apologize. You know what? In this world, it's reversed. No, I'm just kidding.
It could be. It could be, bro.
It's fine. I'm not gonna. That's just a dumb thing. But so the sun's setting in the west. So that's going away from the plains. The wind itself is blowing from west to east.
West to east. From behind or in front?
From behind you.
So it's literally blowing from southwest to northeast.
Yeah, towards the dune. So you
towards
can
the
see
dune.
Yeah, you can see it like right along the top edges. You can see wisps of the sand as it's flowing away.
I am.
All right. So what I'm going to take a look is at the print itself, and by the indentation that's left.
Yeah.
Which side is deeper, the front or the back?
At this point, there's no way to tell, because there's too much. The drift has taken too much of your ability to discern that. Now, also, just so that we're clear, the way I'm doing the skills, I'm gonna more heavily favor the skills themselves are pretty generic in their application, but depending on the class, I will give more information to a class that's more specialized in that role. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, obviously, I get that.
Lou.
Yes. You can make one last survival attempt if you're going to continue to do that.
Lou, can I try to make a survival? I mean, just for the hell of it?
Yeah,
So-
you bandwagon bitch.
There you go. 21.
Okay.
Plus a D4 to that.
And I'll be rolling.
Yeah, I'm starting powerful.
Okay. So Durzo, you're able to discern that the horses came from the desert.
Okay.
So I'm explaining it to everybody. So everybody know that we came.
By the way, the +3 is already factored into that roll, so it's a 20.
No, I got that.
Okay.
I saw it.
Okay.
But Lou, what I wanted to do was I wanted to do primeval awareness.
For what reason?
Okay, so what it states is as an action, you could expend one ranger spell slot per 1 minute per level to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elemental fiends, or undead are present within a mile. Location or number is not revealed, but it'll let me know just in case if there's anything like that within a mile range.
And that lasts for a minute.
A minute per level.
Okay.
So
for
his third
you,
level,
it
that's
would be
3 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, definitely gonna give him a yes.
Yes, actually it would, because you have 2 celestials in your presence right now.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but he doesn't know what the location or
Exactly.
where they're.
You can feel 2 celestial. Well, I shouldn't have given you the number, but you can feel a celestial presence.
Well, he knows I'm celestial. He knows it already.
No, he
I
doesn't.
didn't hide it from nobody. Yes, I did. I told him. I got gold eyes.
You did?
There was no doubt that he was.
All right.
Yeah, I literally got gold eyes. So
Between-
yeah,
It will let me know if something else out there also.
No, between Tildor and Hex, those are the only 2 that you can clearly see.
Okay.
yeah, because I mean, remember, I'm taking my helmet off when I'm meeting with them and all that other stuff. So at some point, I gotta take my helmet off. They're gonna let someone eat with my helmet.
Unless you're a John Rafat. No.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yo, I was thinking the same thing.
Why do you
Plus,
want
I identified Danny when he first showed up in the cave with us.
Yeah, yes, that is also true. After my body dropped, before it dropped, it was robbed. I haven't forgotten about that one.
Like, why do you want to see it? I don't want to see it.
I just wanted to make sure. So we came from the desert.
Wait, hold on, Lou. Lou, I'm
We came
gonna.
from the.
Hold on, guys. I just want to do one thing. I'm gonna detect magic. Is within 30 feet.
You know what? This is the longest I've played a D&D game if I get a single magical item.
Stop.
So Lou, I'll do detect magic.
That's what happens when you go to California.
I was in California. I'm going there next week.
In the city of California. So Lou, wait, hold on. I'll do detect magic.
Okay. That's a first level spell, so make sure you take it off the spell slot.
Now, Lou, the opposite way of the desert, where is that heading to?
It's heading west.
What?
It's
now?
it's a golden grassy plain. Okay, now by plain I mean it's a plain. You can see for miles to your left, to your right. So northwest, southwest, you can see
Just grass.
You can see just grass. There's some pockets of vegetation where there's trees, but they're not enough to be considered a forest. There is no visible road that you can see, but because of the height of the grass, you don't know if there is one yet. Because from where you are. Does that make sense? So,
Yes.
And in the distance, you just it looks like hills on the horizon, and because it was because of the heat of the day, it's just the waves. It could be a mirage. It could be an illusion. The heat of the day hasn't yet dissipated.
All right, guys, what do you want to do?
We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here fast.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
What you guys decide?
I mean, Lou, you said that we saw mountains. Am I correct?
You saw what could be a mountain range, far in
Yeah.
the distance, far to the west.
And I'm gonna ask the white. Can you or Durzo? I'm gonna ask
Try
Durzo.
to use your character names.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Durzo. Can you figure out the distance between here and the mountain? With do you have any skills that could do that?
Would that be investigation, Lou? Or
Nature,
survival?
it would be nature.
All right.
What do you mean?
15.
Okay. From where you are, it could be at least 100 miles away.
Jesus Christ.
I'll let it be known. To get over there is probably 100 miles. I say the best thing we got to do now is to get to like where there's vegetation at. These horses we don't know how long they haven't eaten. We've been in the desert. So we got to get them some water and we got to get them something to eat.
So that's the only thing that's around us is just Jesus Christ, the 100-mile mountain.
Well, again, you're not at an advantage point to be able to tell anything because of the way the plains are, and the way that the light is hitting everything. It's causing you to doubt your own eyes as to how far anything could possibly be. And question away.
One of my specific skills or trade is as a cartographer.
Mm-hmm. Your mic cut out for a second.
Being able to recollect.
Say that again. You might cut.
I'm saying one of my specific skills on trade is being a cartographer.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that I know the entire planet or anything like that.
Yeah.
But based on what I do know, can I make a call as to where we may be at specifically? So that way I can at least get a bearing to where we may be.
Okay, so for that, I will give you that would be an investigation roll.
Okay. Roll.
All right, so you rolled a 4. So at this point, you have cartography tools, yes? I think you do.
I don't think
Is he frozen?
Yeah, he's frozen.
Yes.
Okay. With that roll,
No.
You're not frozen now. With that roll, unfortunately, you're at a point right now. The way I'll explain is that the sun is not allowing you to get your bearings. You're going to need more. You're going to need more from the stars in order to be able to plot where you are. The topography is not giving you enough. In other words,
it could be just about anywhere.
Correct.
But we gotta start moving.
One thing I am gonna do is like Tildor was asking. Look towards look towards the north, look towards the south, look towards the east, look towards the west.
The east are the dunes.
Make a judgment call as far as distance, if I can, and then try and use memory to figure out what would be closest to the area space.
I don't
This is
understand.
a desert.
I don't understand what that means.
Okay. Like for instance, if let's say I was in the Sahara Desert, there could be any other number of deserts of equal volume, just from the perspective that I'm in. But to try and narrow it down as to where we may be, trying to just the surface area, so that way I can kind of correlate it to known maps that I've already either looked at or drawn.
That would require more. That would require more of the stars in order for you to be able to get your bearings.
No, I mean just the spacing alone.
You're not. You're because you're at the base of a dune because of what you're facing, and there's no identifiable landmarks besides that pseudo mountain range in the distance. There's no real way for you to do that at this point.
Okay, gotcha.
No, at the distance. Wait, hold on. At the distance that we're walking, how long would it take us to walk 100 miles?
By horse, probably about 4 days.
Okay, so let's start going towards the mountains because that's the only thing we see.
Okay.
Everybody down?
We gotta first take care of the horses. We don't know how long we've been in the desert. Let's get to those grass patches that he was saying. That's not really a forest, but there's some trees. There's shade. Let's start figuring out right there. If there's vegetation, there's water. I'll get the water going. We'll fill up our canteens and you know, kind of clean ourselves off.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Sure.
You guys down?
All right. So everyone's in agreement to get moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pack up our stuff and go.
All right. Riding or walking your horses? I know
Walking. It'll be less
I'm
stressful.
trying not to be nitpicky about it, but there's certain things that are in my head that I need to get straight.
I'm gonna walk my horse.
Yeah, walking the horses, it'll be less stressful.
Okay. You walk for the hour until the sun dips under the horizon, and the true twilight starts. The true twilight appears. The sun turns. The sky turns a purplish red as the darkness starts to creep in. The stars start to twinkle in. Your eyes start adjusting because everyone in this group has dark vision. Adjusting to the fading colors. The dark vision is a gray. It's not colorized. You walk for about 10 miles. And
Dumbass. I've been talking this whole time. You couldn't hear me.
no, I couldn't hear you. What were you saying?
I am so mad. I am. Well, we were over there trying to figure out what we were and stuff.
Yeah.
I was gonna go through my books and stuff to see if I wrote any notes about what we were doing or where we were going.
Okay.
And when we start to head out, I go over to where the sand is.
Mm-hmm.
I fill a pouch full of sand, and I take a vial full of the water that was there because the horse was drinking some of that water. So with the mud and all,
it's
the
mostly
muddy water.
Yeah, it was
I'll
just
take it.
mostly it's brackish and mostly mud at this
That's
point.
fine.
Okay.
I take it.
Okay.
Take it too.
Okay.
Sample of both. And I'm going through my paperwork and everything as we're walking to see if I can find where we were going or
The
doing.
last notes that you had was where you were last, literally, at the village of Lohmeyer, going into the tomb, going back to the tomb, and the encounter that you had with the gnolls and that green light, and that was it. That's where your notes officially stop.
Oh, so I got the rod still.
Yeah, nothing's missing.
All right. I gotta find all my stuff.
Which is disconcerting for those of you who are extra paranoid, which I would say is pretty much everybody. Now, you get to the first, the first landmark, which would be
What about? Wait, hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you. Where's the goblin?
Oh, I'm sorry. Felix he's there. He was. I keep forgetting about Felix. Felix
and Karina there too?
No,
Just
Karina is not there. She is not there, but Felix is.
All right.
Felix was unnaturally silent as he's looking. He's like, he's like, he eases his way over to you, Narcissus, because he doesn't like Tildor very much, and Durzel's a psychopath.
You're not lying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Master, my head hurts. Where are we?
Trying to figure it out. You don't remember anything either, huh?
No, it's. How did we? I smells of blood.
What?
Yeah, we're covered in blood.
What?
I point to his armor.
No. He's like trying to scrape it. He's just like, were we in a battle?
I don't know. Last thing I remember is being in a cave, those tombs.
We were in a swamp. How are we here?
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna say it's your fault.
This guy's just bad. Like, for real.
You did this to us.
That's not true, Felix. Do not.
I pat him.
It's just like Felix didn't do this.
I'm just gonna smirk and just said, let's get to some area where we can be comfortable. I want to get out of this high grass.
Narcissus, as he's walking, he's like, stupid elf, always blaming Felix.
I look at him, a lot of the things are.
It's like, yes, true, but not this.
But not this time, though. Not yet. Anyway, we haven't figured it out yet. I pat him.
He's like, Felix will be quiet. You can hear him like, oh, hungry.
Dude, I'm gonna give him some of my rations.
He cat-like reluctantly takes some, just like walks over here like, tricksy elf.
So he takes the ration and look at the ration. He's like, yo, you know how he's been. That could be elf.
Yeah.
Or orc.
He's just looking at it like.
Wow.
And now we're gonna put a big grin.
He's just looking at it.
That is so dirty.
He's looking at it like, and then starts sniffing it like. Maybe later. And he puts it in his
Wow.
in a sack.
Just
Take a little piece out and then bite it in front of him and chew it. Walkie.
just so wrong. So many.
When you get to the first landmark, it's the best I can describe it is an acacia tree. So it's low to the ground but wide. You can hear there's crows that are flying in and out, as a perch. But when you get close, they fly away. There is, from that point, you are, I'll say, Durzo. The highest passive perceptions were 13s. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got a 12.
So Narcissus, it would be you, right?
Me and.
It would be both of us.
All right, you and Hex.
Yeah.
You see from the from that landmark some faint wagon tracks that were that looks like well worn in the grass.
Hey, I perk up. There's a town nearby. I smell the bed in my future. We have to go.
How old do they seem to be? Or
they're not fresh.
is the grass that's been driven over really, really dry?
Yes.
It's been some time that somebody's passed through here.
Yeah, but look how worn it is. It means they pass through frequently.
Maybe, but there would be some signs of something fresher. This is suddenly dry almost.
That's fine. This means that at least there's traffic, which means the town in one direction or the other. And I think the direction we came from was the desert, so I'm assuming the town is that way.
Yo, I'm gonna wait. Hold on, guys. I don't mean to tell you. I'm gonna look at this tree. If there's anything around the tree, I'm just walking around the tree just to see if there's like anything that's been left behind, trash.
You can see
like
the burnt out, and it's not the remnants of an old campfire.
I'm gonna call Durzo. Yo, Durzo.
Look,
Yes.
follow the tracks from where he first saw them.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you can see where they're leading towards.
Okay.
Where are they coming?
They're going in a northwesterly direction.
They came from southeast.
Potentially. They literally seem to the deepest parts of these tracks are where you are right now.
Oh wow! So it's been really a real while. Okay.
I'm gonna call the guys towards the campfire.
Durzo, he does.
Is it dark enough?
Call you over.
Is it dark?
I want to take a look.
Okay.
And see what was this campfire? How long has it been? I'm sorry, Dolphin.
No, it's fine. Is it dark enough yet in order for me to make another roll?
And yeah, go ahead. The campfire itself seems to have been there for a while. It's not fresh. There's no smoke or the smell from from any of the coals or the wood that was there. It's
16. Much better.
Since what's the temperature like?
There's a precipitous drop as the sun had come down over the horizon. So
I'm gonna start a fire.
it was it was about 85 degrees as the sun was setting. You figure it about another 20 degrees since the sun had dipped over the horizon. So logic would dictate that it's going to get a little colder, especially because it's an open plain, and there is a wind.
So, Lou, you see the roll, right?
Yeah, I saw the roll. Just give me 1 sec. What is everybody else doing while I do that?
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm going to the village and I give him a sip from my wine.
Oh, okay.
I give him a sip of the wine.
Very
Yo,
free.
Lou.
He's like, oh, thank you, master. Oh, I've been so dry. His throat's so dry.
So I tell him. I tell him, yo, go do me a favor. Go around the perimeter, see if it's safe.
He's just looking at you. He's like, he mouth. You can see him begin to mouth a protest, but then he's looking at the wineskin. He's like, he lifts it. He's like, with his eyebrows, like,
So I give him a little sip. And he has all his stuff on him, right?
Yes.
All right, so you don't need daggers or nothing.
No. He has all his equipment.
So I tell him, go out a little, check the perimeter, and come back.
Okay.
Second you see something, come back.
Okay.
If it's safe, just come back afterwards. Either way.
All right.
Lou, I want to ask you something. Are there more trees around?
No,
this
is just the one. Like I said, they're scattered. They were
And what about
scattered from what you
cactus?
see.
What about cactus? Anything like that?
No, you're not in the desert.
We're on a plane now.
You're on the plain now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And on
We
that
went
note,
into a sparse forest-like area. The trees are far apart.
on plane.
Okay. All right, so one at a time. So I'm going to start with Hex. Using your skills with that roll, I will tell you that you think you are in you were just past the desert of Anurok.
Okay. What do I know of it? Of the area?
Well, the desert itself, it's very harsh, nomadic tribes, dangerous desert monsters that reside there. You could potentially be closer to the Great Cloak Hills. Now, the Great Cloak Hills are to the west, but that could be the hills. That could be the mountain range that you were looking at. But as I said before, they could potentially be up to 100 miles away from where you are now.
With that assessment, can I get a more accurate range
of
how far the Great Cloak Hills may be?
Yeah, I just said
100.
It's still about 100
100
it's
miles.
still about 100 miles, yes, give or take.
Any known towns in between?
These
any known townships, cities?
Okay.
Trade along this route?
Along this route, there are plenty of trading posts. There is a town that is the last. It's like the last staging area for people traveling into the deserts of Anorak.
Okay. And according to where I'm at, approximately where would that be?
Maybe about another. Okay, you will be approximately. Okay. I wrote it down because I write things down now. The town is called Silverton. It was an old mining camp that was converted into a last resort, a last destination for people to get their barding, get their supplies to travel east, and for people to trade coming back west.
How far would it be from our approximate location?
Approximately from where you were to here to there, you would estimate about another 5 to 6 hours on horseback. And if you're walking, you're talking about another 10 hours.
Okay, so I tell these guys, not sure how accurate I am with these deletions, but based on my knowledge of maps, I can recall in that direction about another 4 to 6 hours should be a last ditch town for bartering and stuff. If I can remember correctly, it's called Silverton. And if my calculations are correct, I think those mountains where we're heading, where we were approximately heading to, I think are the Gray Hill.
The Great Cloak Hills.
Great Cloak Hills. So
for Narcissus, where you were to the Great Cloak Hills is at least 2 weeks travel.
From where we was?
From where you were.
The Great Cloak Hills, they are to my south, to my west, or to my north?
To the east.
I point.
To the west. I'm sorry, to the west, yes.
I point to the direction that they're in.
So they're to our west.
So you could have potentially been traveling 2 weeks east and lost all that time.
Wow.
I tell them the closest town, from what I can recall, is that town, and it's about 4 to 6 hours in that direction.
So these tracks are good then, right? They're going towards the town.
Apparently so, but I don't know how long it's been that they've been used. That this road's been used.
Well, if what you're saying is true, then it's the border town, which means they go right. So if they're gonna cross the desert, that town should have some decent stuff.
Of course, it's a last rest stop before you venture into the desert.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Is that the hours that you're giving us? Is that on foot or on horse?
On horse.
I gave both.
Would be about another 4 to 5 hours.
In my honest opinion, I think we should go in the night because we're fully rested. Am I correct, Lou?
No, we're not.
No, you're not. You have an exhaustion point. So essentially, exhaustion. The more points that you have,
the more negatives you get.
Right at this point, with an exhaustion level of a 1, you have disadvantages on your action.
Okay, so you know what? We should just rest and then take a long rest and then go in the morning.
So I look over to Durzo. Like, Durzo, you know what a yucca is?
Yucca? What's that?
It's a root.
You mean like yucca?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Can you find some for us?
First, what we need is water.
Well, if you find a yucca, you'll find water. It's a root.
Well,
yeah, but
this tree is definitely tapping into some water. So, Lou, I'm gonna try to see if I could get like a
divine where the water might be.
Yeah. See if I can tap into that.
Hey Lou, and I also want to commend you on the proper usage of proper species of tree.
Oh, thank you.
He's writing stuff down, man.
He's the man. He got that right.
Also, guys, just to let you know,
you can't see me,
this area is not.
Shit is funny as fuck.
This area is not safe. Just to let you know.
Look,
Anything can come from the desert, and if this is the Antarctic desert, there are a lot of hostile tribes in the area.
so it's Wednesday.
Yep, pretty much.
Lou, what do I got to do? Survival?
Nature.
And Taco Tuesdays for the beasts.
Guidance on that road.
Okay.
23.
23. Fuck you.
That's
That's never going away. By the way, it's never.
Hey, yo, I don't care. That was a shiny moment for me.
That was hilarious.
That was.
Wow.
Okay, so
He's divining away.
the way that I'm going to say it is that you can, to dig for the groundwater, it'll take you some time, but you're able to find a spot where it's near the base of the acacia where you can dig it and get at the groundwater.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do that. I want to make sure that the horses get water.
Mm-hmm.
We fill up our canteens.
Hold on. Damn, man.
Yeah, one at a time. So go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Durso. Finish.
Basically, I'm just, our leather. I use leather armor, so I need to soften it up somehow and stuff like that. I want to just clean myself off, so I'll dig it all up, take care of it, eat cold food. Once Hex told me that, basically I'm gonna eat cold food. So basically we won't have a fire. We're just gonna have to use our blankets.
Okay.
I gotta
Alright,
eat
go
cold
ahead.
food.
Tildor.
I forgot about it. It's too late. I was gonna bring something up, but Durso pretty much said it.
As far as what?
No, because what I was gonna do is if I was gonna with the old water, I just looked at my spells. I have purify food and water, so I could have purified the water so we could drink it.
Okay.
The dirty water, but he just found fresh water.
Well, he's digging for it, so. But yeah. What about Hex and Narcissus?
I am going to pull out some of my charcoal because I'm not eating cold food.
Okay.
I got standards.
And Hex?
He said he's got standard. Damn. Well, the fire and the cooking.
Okay.
I use the coals. There's no light. You can cook off the coals.
Okay.
Well, they'll only admit light if you blow on it for the ember,
All right.
as it won't cook.
Stop nitpicking. It generates heat.
Sorry. It's just that that's what I do now. It's commonplace for me now.
No,
So-
we've always-
Food gives it a different taste with the cold.
So when I make the fire pit, I make it lower, lower than the ground, so that all it is heat, not no light.
Okay.
Was Felix? How long has Felix been gone?
He's been gone about.
He hasn't been gone.
He's been gone a couple minutes.
Okay.
He hasn't been that long yet.
So I'm just gonna glance my horse real fast. Just go through him, brush him down, and just to run maintenance on the horse.
Okay. You get to the water. It's seeping up. It's seeping up at a slow pace, but slow and steady. It is fresh. It's cleaner than what you have. It's definitely fresher than what you have in your skins. It takes a while for the puddle to come together so that you can gather it for yourselves, for your horses. Narcissus is cooking. Tildor
First is the horses, and then
the people.
Yeah.
Okay. Tildor is doing what? Because I know what everyone else is doing, but you.
I told you I'm running maintenance on my horse.
Okay, that's right. I'm sorry. Now, do something here.
Ashley, what are you doing?
Okay.
Those gnolls or the actual jackals?
Jackals. You can hear them.
All right. That's
And
me.
because of the expanse of the plane, it's literally echoing from everywhere.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Now, about an hour passes. Felix had gone and come back. He said, I didn't seize anything, Master. It's just, this place is too quiet. Felix doesn't like the outdoors.
I hand him some food.
Thank you, Master. And he sits, he greedily sits, he's like, he eats prison style. He's just looking around and he's like,
I pat him on the shoulder as he's doing that. I tell him, slow down. You give yourself a stomachache.
He's like, of course, Master. And then he's lifting it slowly, but you can see his jaws like he still had the same speed. Like, delish.
I'm gonna look at him and lick my chops.
He just leans over to you, Narcissus.
Uh-huh.
Master Elf. It's like Master Dursos. He's strange, Elf.
So I look over to I go over to Felix, like, listen, Felix, just remember, he's an actual elf, and I'm the actual cannibal.
Oh,
So
that is
he just looks at you
cheesy
like,
bullshit.
Okay. You can see looking between the two of you, he's just ultimately confused.
No, and then I turn back and I
One
turn
is
back and I
acting
say,
like a
Felix.
cannibal, and the other one is saying he's a cannibal.
Yo, Lou, and then I turn back and I said, trust me, I've seen him eat. Yeah, and I measure Felix and I've been like, yeah, you're pretty much the right size. And I go back calling my horse.
Yeah.
It's kind of sort of hard to say that because he's been with us longer than you have.
Yeah, seriously. He's just regarding you like, who the fuck is this guy?
yo, listen, I'm the spirit of Ukla. The spirit of Ukla's in me.
No, not for nothing. I got a chunk of Ukla in a bag somewhere, and I'm gonna bring him back when I get a chance. Ain't gonna lie.
You need to remember that you're not Ukla. So
no,
yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I have the spirit of Ukla.
He reaches it to he gets the pack his bedroll from the side of your horse. He's like, Felix is tired, so achy. He goes by the base of the tree. He's looking around like ducks underneath. Good night, masters.
But he's having technical difficulties with the muting.
Again?
He must have hit mute by accident and it locked him out again. That's why I haven't hit it. That's why I hit the.
Yeah, that's what I haven't hit it neither.
I've been hitting my headphones, and that's why I was talking to myself before.
That's too funny.
Damn, I hate this thing.
All right, so after I've helped with what I can, I'm gonna rest.
I'll take
one of us. I was about to say one of us gotta stay watch.
I take first watch.
Okay.
So as everyone's settling down. Let's see.
I'm sorting out the things in my pack and everything.
Okay. So by the way, if you haven't already noticed, I made some adjustments to your character sheet so that your backpacks actually have stuff that should be in the backpacks, as opposed to what you're carrying in your hands.
I got stuff on notes over here that you haven't seen.
Okay.
As you check the roll 20.
I'm just talking about the inventory on your Beyond 20 character sheets.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay.
Hello.
Now,
On theirs, right? Because I don't think you did it to mine.
yeah, I did these to yours too. Just
Hello.
look at your inventory.
Did.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm gonna climb up in the tree to rest there, but I'm not really going to sleep. Besides,
That
Narcissus.
tree is not going to be able to sustain your weight.
Not at all.
No.
Okay. So I'm just gonna. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
him and have
lower
my bow ready.
lower your volume. It's
Yeah, I was
really
about to say lower your volume.
I'm gonna
There you
have my bow ready.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have an arrow notch, and I'm gonna be sitting next to Narcissus
Okay.
just in case.
Can I paste this here? No, I can't. Save image. There we go. Maybe this will help. If you click on that, it should show you a picture of what the tree looks like. That way you got a better understanding of what you're trying to climb into. Hear me? I don't know if I muted myself.
No,
Oh, okay. I put.
Yo, where you put the picture at?
I pasted it in Roll20. You should be able to see it.
Yeah. It's in Roll20.
Oh, I
That's the
see
tree
it.
right there.
Oh no,
That's
he
the-
could stand
No,
right
it's
down the
just-
base of the tree.
It's not a very big tree.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
on a mean trunk I could go.
Sure. You can do that. It's not comfortable, but you can do it.
Right. I mean, even my personal self, I can sit there and fall asleep.
Okay.
But I'm not sleeping. All right, thanks.
I'm not sleeping.
I am.
He's a full elf, right? He doesn't sleep. He meditates. Which is the same shit anyway. Technically.
I'm taking a sip of water prior to going to bed, and I'm getting myself in a nice little nook and going to rest.
Going night night. Everybody go night night. Okay. So 1 second.
Just to wake me up for whatever watch you need me in.
Okay, now, as you're all settling in, Felix he's already halfway into a snore. First, this.
I heard that.
Yeah, dog.
So did I.
Where is it? I'm looking.
Okay.
Looking for it.
So as you do look, here's what I'm gonna do here. One sec. Here we go. There it is.
This guy's dirty, bro. He doesn't even let us sleep correct.
Now,
You guys are sleeping right now. Don't worry about it.
No, we didn't get to fall asleep. That's what he said.
No, I'm asleep.
No, he said when you guys are getting ready, then that's when the sun came.
No, I'm asleep. Trust me. Specifically, I'm asleep. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, oh well.
I just put all these notes in here. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. You okay, Lou?
yeah.
Or was that Danny chewing?
That was definitely Danny Chu.
That's not me.
All right, so
No.
just getting ready as you see.
Fuck.
What the hell is
It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not. This fucking game's so goddamn cheesy.
Anyway, now You hear that howl just as you, Narcissus,
Fucking
and
whore.
you, Durzo, are trying to pinpoint where that sound is.
They got a band?
No, you don't hear.
Yep.
Oh, this guy, bro. You a dirty DM, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck your whole world.
Dude,
Oh,
you
you
can
curse
play
and
the
stuff.
games and stuff. You know, you can like, mute yourself or something, or because I'm trying to roleplay here.
Yeah.
And I'm like king multitasker. And I'm not even playing the game.
And you notice, look, I don't have the joystick on me no more.
Oh, please.
Yeah, seriously, what the hell are you talking about?
I don't have the joystick. I would have, right now, I would have been playing Magic. Yo, listen, Dwight, I was gonna give you a toilet. I was gonna give you a toilet with a jacuzzi with hot water, but nah, I'm not.
Here we go.
Oh. Yo, Danny, after this, we gotta talk.
Okay. Yo, see, what is that? The knife from the Necronomicon?
This?
Yeah.
This is an epic back scratcher. It's a dragon skull.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the dagger from
Look at
the
it.
dead.
Look how badass this is.
Yes, it is badass. Nah,
It
you
is
know,
like the best back scratcher I ever had, too.
yo, you know what I thought that was? It looked like the dagger from the Evil Dead, the first movie.
I have.
The first one or the second one? The first one or the second one? I think it was the first one.
I couldn't tell you. So, Lou, what we try to pinpoint, and anything else we see other than the dogs?
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
here's what happens. As you're getting up, I'm just letting you guys know I rolled a stealth for these things. The first one, as you're getting up to look around, just from your it hits you right on the side. What's your armor class, Narcissus?
12.
Okay, so you get hit, and it hits you right off your feet into the ground with a thud. You can feel this. All you see is fur, and all you feel is the pain from the bite. Durzo, you turn to the sound, and you can see this huge wolf is on top of Narcissus, just biting the shit out of him. Now, everyone else, they're gonna get opportunity attacks because there's more than one. Now, hold on for 1 second while I do this.
Bro, this guy, he's dirty, bro. He's dirty.
If it had a higher roll than perception, it got us. That's it. It got me.
No, he dirty because he can't even give us a night rest and shit.
Come on, you played the Heroes game.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna shoot it with an arrow.
Yo, Dwight, you know
Well, you gotta finish the surprise attacks first.
Yo, Dwight. You know what I'm talking about, right? don't say the word, but you know what I'm talking about.
You're gonna get surprise attack from behind.
Yeah, too much. That's hilarious, I swear.
Nah, we'll tell you the story later. We'll tell you the story later.
All right.
Cause
So, Narcissus, you take 13 points of damage. As
Jesus
this thing,
Christ.
it just jumps on top of you and just starts ripping into your skin. You can feel it. It's like tearing away at your shoulder part, right around your shoulder blade area, and just swinging you around. You guys hear the scream, as Hex, you're just like waking up to the scream. You're sitting up, and you can see one barreling towards you. Same thing for Tildor.
yo, Lou, can I put my shield in the way?
No. It's an opportunity attack. It's a sneak attack.
Yeah, but can I have an opportunity?
No.
Opportunity dodge attack? Or
Okay, so for let's see. Did I right? Yes, I did. So it's a 12 points of damage for Hex.
Wait. What?
Yo, D, your mic.
You wanted to sleep, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if they're going to attack, they're going after the people that are moving first, just naturally.
Yeah, and everyone that's trying to get up isn't moving.
Am I trying to get up? Because I don't even know they're there.
You hear the screams. I'm not going to assume that you're just like,
Yeah, I just go back to sleep.
I mean, I'm not. I couldn't tell you whether or not I'm a heavy sleeper or not, but I told me to roll to see if I wake or not. Because I was being serious when I said my character was going to go to sleep.
All right.
I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be a dick. Now, if you're going to make me move up, then yeah.
Well, you would hear him screaming. I mean, the guy's screaming like, ah!
All right, anyway.
Yeah, but come on. If it was us, how many times have we screamed in each other's ears and we still asleep? Come on.
Now, I will, for this, I will allow that logic. Okay, so what ends up happening is that instead of anyone that's prone, the creatures attack the horses. They only attack. They definitively attack Narcissus because he's awake. Derzo's in the tree, so that he's not reachable. But the horses and Narcissus.
I'm getting up. I'm getting up. You heard? I'm getting up.
So each one of these.
So does this stuff? You said it was attacking me. Am I correct?
No. So every one of the horses get attacked. Now you can see the Derzo. I mean, they literally came out of nowhere. They were able to prowl to a point where they charged the entire encampment, and Narcissus is on the ground screaming, crying. Not crying. I'm sorry. That's fucked up.
That's fine. He's like.
The wolf that's attacking him is the first one I'm going to attack.
Okay, hold on. Now we're going to roll initiative.
Okay. Look, he's like this. I got a 16 and then
Obviously, I don't roll initiative.
No. Actually, you know what? The only two that roll the initiative are Derzo and Narcissus. But
I'm up now.
Derzo is prone, so you don't roll initiative. So Derzo is the only one that would roll the initiative. Everyone else would be on the bottom of that list because they are prone. So Derzo rolled a 6. Okay. Okay. So 0, 0. Okay.
So, question for you, Lou, is it going to be a choice to whether or not I stay asleep or?
No. There is no choice whether or not you stay asleep.
Oh, you asleep, Pops.
You
No, that's what I'm saying. I make a specific point, but I'm asking Lou if it's going to be a choice or is it going to be a roll whether I wake up or what?
No. I'm not. I don't want to nitpick it to that level. You do wake, but you are prone, which means that you go last on the initiative order, which also means that instead of you would need to use half of your action to get up from a prone position, but you're still at the point where you could potentially get attacked. Now, I will give Narcissus a defensive roll or a defensive action because he's on top of you. To get his grip off, you need to roll. You need to do a strength check, and the DC is 11. Otherwise, he's just going to start doing bite damage.
That's actually a pretty nice looking tree, man.
Okay. How many hit points was your total, Narcissus? This thing's not running right, but anyway. Never mind, I see it. Take off this music, it's just annoying. So 1.
Lou.
Yeah, I saw.
You said I said I took 13?
Yes.
Alright.
So
I'll do it now.
you're at 8.
Yeah, I'm at 8.
Hex, how many hit points do you have total?
15.
Okay.
And
Tildor?
18.
Okay. And Durza?
25.
Say what? 25?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just want to make sure I get that right. Okay. So the wolves, it's obviously a wolf pack. From just a quick scan from your vantage point, Durzo, the largest and clear alpha is the one that's attacking Narcissus. All of the other ones are they're what do they call them? Subs. But anyway,
they're just a pack.
The pack mates.
Yeah, the pack mates are smaller than the alpha. So they're attacking the wolves, the horses. They're actually doing a lot of damage to these horses that are trying to get away, but they're surrounded. Durzo, you're up.
All right. Basically, I am in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shoot for critical. What I could do to damage it to get off of him.
So you're gonna shoot the alpha.
Right, the longbow. I'm gonna shoot him with my longbow to get him off of Narcissus.
Okay. Nice. What's the damage? Did it give you damage? Okay.
12.
All right.
Damn, that's my 1 point. That's good though. It was almost 20.
Oh. Okay. So with that plus Narcissus just barely opening its jaw, opening its jaw that seemed to be clamped onto your arm. You can only do it with the one because it's clamped onto your right arm, to your right shoulder. It disengages, but it's still attacking. Now, all right, so next is Hex. You're woken up by the screams and then the screaming of the horses.
Okay.
And you see this fugue all around you.
Okay, so
Now the way this game works, in order you have the ability to move and attack. So you can move your full movement speed, which is 30 feet, and then attack, or take a full move, which is your entire attack, to move 60.
actually, I moved 40.
Well, however, when you're prone, you have to use half of your action in order to get up. Otherwise, you're at a disadvantage. Now, because you guys have the exhaustion point, you're all at a disadvantage anyway, which I should have done for Durzo, but I won't this time. So go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, who's closest to me right now, or what's closest to me right now?
That would be Narcissus. He's approximately maybe 10 or 15 feet away from you, and he's writhing out of the grip of this beast and trying to push himself away from it.
All right.
As you can see the arrow hit it.
So how close is the wolf as it disengaged?
Approximately 8 feet away from you.
All right. Since I'm on the ground anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my bow staff, and in a swinging motion, in a sweeping motion, I'm gonna drag the bow staff so I can swing at its legs. With the moment, propel myself up onto my feet in a martial move.
Okay. Still at a disadvantage, so make your attack roll. There should be a drop-down menu to give you the opportunity to change it to disadvantage.
On the attack roll?
Yes.
What is that?
That's the other thing. If I would have had the barbarian on, I could have done.
It doesn't give.
Yeah, you gotta hit it. When you hit it, it's gonna say normal. It's gonna say normal. You see? Select roll.
All right, just roll it twice.
You got an 18.
Either way, you hit it. So what's the damage?
Damage is 8.
Roll 1d8.
No, 8 for the average damage. Or you're doing the roll.
I don't care.
Okay.
You can choose to do the roll if you want, but you take the chance that it's going to be below the average.
I'll take the average.
All righty.
All right. Now, as I get up, is there anything in front of me? Like, is there a wolf in front of me?
No, just the one that you hit. You don't knock it down. You don't do enough damage to knock it down, but you hit it, and now it regards you.
Yeah.
So it's between you and Narcissus that it's looking at. Let me just make sure
Okay,
I
so-
find the damage here. So 8.
Yo,
Alright.
Steve.
Yeah.
Next is sorry. Finish. Hold on, Tildor. Finish.
Okay.
Hex.
Okay, I'm kind of getting used to this, all right? So, what I'm going to do, well, should have done
You can
first
declare
is-
your next action, but you're done. In other words, you made your move to get prone, to get up from prone, and then you did your attack roll. So that's
Okay, never mind. Then.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So next is Narcissus.
No, I go, right? You said I go?
No, Narcissus, then Tildor.
Okay. I don't know what I'm last.
Can I see in front of me? Can I see Tildor, Hex, and Durzo?
You can see Hex to your left. Tildor's is behind behind the wolf.
But if I look up, I can see him.
Through the
Like
because you're laying down, you can see Tildor, like coming up from his under his bedroll and taking stock and trying to get up.
So I'm asking because I need to have them in my line of sight. Do I have them all in my line of sight?
In your peripheral, you have Hex. In your direct line of sight, you have Tildor.
And what about Durzo?
Durzo's in the tree. No, you don't have him in your line of sight.
I don't have him in my line of sight at all?
No.
All right.
What you do have in your line of sight is the...
It's a giant slavering wolf that's about
What
to...
about Felix? Can I see Felix?
No, you can't see. You could see his bedroll, but you can just really quickly you can see it shivering.
Okay. So I can see him. So I can't see Durzo, but I can see the rest of them.
Mhm.
I tell them mentally, I tell them to cover their eyes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna slap the wolf in the nose and cast light on his nose.
Okay. You're at a disadvantage. That's an unarmed strike. So go ahead. Unless it's a range. It's a range spell. Or is it?
I have to touch it. I have to touch it.
Okay.
Damn it, you took the idea right from me, bitch.
What, to make his nose glow like Rudolph?
No, I wasn't going to make his nose glow, but I was going to touch it. I was going to try and strike it in the palm of the head and also cast light at the same time. So it blinded.
Okay.
So my attack roll, okay, so I rolled a 12, and then my proficiency is 2. So that's a 14. Can I hit a 14?
Remember, you had a disadvantage. So you had-
Disadvantage, right. So I roll again.
Hey, you gotta roll again.
And that would be a 13. So 14 or 13? So 13. Is it 13? hit?
13, you got to change. You got to take.
Yeah, the 13. Let me see here. No, you do not. You do not get to hit it.
So I miss it?
You miss it. As you're reaching out, it's instinctually
I know, it
moves out of the way.
Okay.
Question: does that cause an opportunity attack?
No, Tildor.
Steve, I want to ask you something. When I use smite, what I do? I hit first, then add the smite, or I gotta do the smite and then hit?
You declare the smite, and that's part of your attack.
Okay, so Lou, I'm gonna
You
do
are prone, so you're gonna get up. Yes. All right. So
Yes, I
that's
am.
your move. You get up from prone state. Nothing is directly attacking you. Now you can make your attack roll.
Okay, so I'm gonna do thunderous smite.
Okay.
So it adds 2d6 onto my weapon. Am I correct, Steve?
I don't think I can look at your character anymore.
Yeah, I think that's what it does, because I think smite adds on damage onto the whatever you damage.
Yeah, just look at the character sheet. It'll explain it.
Hold on, let me look at it.
Everything that you can do to explain it.
Thunderous smite.
It says the first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell duration, your weapon rings. So it's basically every time I hit it, it does it like a thunder.
Like a thunderclap.
Yeah, like a thunderclap.
Okay.
For 300 feet, and it deals an extra 2d6 damage, thunder damage. I don't know what that is. I guess it'll be lightning.
Lightning.
Yeah. No,
Nice.
it's
Electricity.
thunder. It's sound.
It's sound.
Thunder.
Okay, wait a second.
It's a sonic attack.
Oh, okay.
Small second.
So it's a sonic boom every time he hits.
Okay, so it has a strength saving throw.
That's for the wolf.
Yeah, and then.
But you have to hit it first. So.
Okay. So basically, if I hit it, it has to roll strength. If it doesn't roll strength, I knock it.
Don't worry about any of that. I already got that. So what you need to do is hit it with a disadvantage.
At a disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. Shh.
Here we go.
Mama Jama, I can't mention the words, but please, Mama Jama.
Mama Jama.
Oh, wait a second. No, that's the damage. Hold
You
on.
have to hit the cast.
Yeah. Hold on. No, I did. I cast and it rolled the damage. Hold on. Let me roll the weapon.
So if you hit, it's an extra 6 points of damage.
What's the B?
So you rolled an 8. Otherwise, you would have had a 20.
Oof.
Wow.
Are you serious?
So
Yeah.
Damn. You see, that's it, man. I'm gonna stop playing, man. I'm gonna stop.
He does that He-Man raise of his weapon. I have the shit. So you completely miss it. You hit the ground.
And how long is this thing on for? Let me see. Hold on.
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, so go roll. Fucking crap. This is not right.
Damn.
This is unfair.
I'm mad that I missed because now I'm gonna get fucking wrecked.
Oh yeah.
No, we're not.
Okay. So now we are on the second round.
And my horses are dead.
Yeah, they have more points than that.
Well, we know how much damage he's done to them, so they're gonna be hurt most right now.
Let's see what happens.
As long as they're up, I could heal them.
Let's worry about surviving this attack first before we can worry about the damn horses.
Well, if we take out the successful run.
If I would have made it run like a bitch, if I would have hit it with the freaking light, that's all I was counting on.
Okay. So now, Durzo, it's your turn.
He's going.
Let me ask you, if I switch weapons, is that taking action?
Technically,
No.
yes.
No,
Or half an action.
you can switch weapons without having to take a couple
Really?
minutes.
All right.
If you just drop it.
I don't know that he wants to drop it.
I'm just gonna drop because I'm in the main hub.
You're in the nook of the tree, yeah.
I'm just gonna drop the bow,
Mm-hmm.
pull out the great sword, and I'm gonna jump off the tree and ram the sword into the wall.
Okay. Make an attack roll with a disadvantage, please.
Okay.
Okay. That's weird.
That's you know what? That's sexy. Fuck that.
Okay.
Oogla sword right in your ass.
Okay. So when you hit it, you can hear it. It does that. I should have loaded that sound. But it's like, and then it disengages and immediately turns to run off. As it
please.
does, it's the rest of its pack. They also follow suit. They just run
I want
in
to shoot
different
it. I
directions.
want to shoot it. I
And
wanna
then
shoot
it
it.
disengages.
Let it go.
So you're like, you son of a bitch.
Yes, I want to shoot it. I definitely want to shoot it.
Don't shoot it.
Okay. Well, it disengaged, so it makes its full move. What's the range of your bolt? Because you have a ranged weapon. You have a ranged attack, and you're like second to next. Hex, you don't have a ranged attack, do you? No.
I'll just blast 120 feet.
I mean, it depends on how far it is. I'm able to engage it, but I'm not going
No,
to.
no. It's with its speed, you're not going to be able to do that. Jesus
they got away?
Christ. All right, Narcissus.
Actually-
I'll give you the ranged attack because you only have a 60 feet dark vision, but it's 120 feet. You will be at a disadvantage.
I'm already at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm saying that you'll be at a double disadvantage.
Oh shit!
No, I'm
So I rolled a 10.
okay. So you're like in your anger, it's like, son of a bitch.
So wait, what happened?
A bolt of energy just lances out, and you could just hear, and just running off in different directions.
Horses are dead or they're still alive?
2 are dead. One is maimed.
Hey, I do spread the dying on the horses.
Can you do that?
Yeah, it's a spell.
Oh, that's true. Oh, which horse is wounded and which horse is dead?
Essentially, 2 are dead, 2 are wounded. So it doesn't really matter.
Whose horses are? Yes, it does matter. Can you just
your
please?
horse is dead.
Okay.
Damn.
Your
He's just being
horse,
spiteful now.
your horse and Narcissus' horse are dead. Hex and Durzo's are injured.
I'm gonna tend to the wounds of my horse.
And I do spread the dying on them. If they have 0 hit points, I do spread the dying on them.
One suffered the true death. That would be your horse. Tildor's is at the 0, so you can feel that you can resurrect that.
Well, I stabilize it. He can heal it.
That's right. So you can see it's just like it raises its head and it's trying to panic stand, but it can't because the injuries are still too grave.
Okay, so I'm gonna lay hands on it. I'm gonna wait, hold on. I'm going to.
Did you use your spell slots? Because you didn't. You
He has 1 left.
I have 1 left. I'm second level.
Yeah, which means you use both because you used Thunder Strike
Mm-hmm.
and Detect Magic was earlier. Actually, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You didn't rest. You didn't rest your full rest yet. So
what I
Right.
get? But I'm second level, right?
And he's laying hands. That's his ability.
is it? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Isn't it? I'm going to double check.
Yes, I
got
do.
the sheet.
Right now.
You shut up.
I do.
Yeah,
I got
lay hands.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He could do it. He could do it 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Louis.
Take it easy, sir. 10 points.
Wow, he could do a lot of stuff with that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got Divine Sense, which I haven't done. Healing Hands, got Lay Hands, and I got Undead Strike.
Now you have a pool of
Undead
healing
Strike.
power that can restore
Mhm.
10 hit points.
Oh, it's Unarmed Strike. I guess that's
Just
fist.
fists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 hit points
And-
per long rest. As an action, you can touch a creature to restore any number of hit points remaining in the pool. So you only have 10 hit points in that pool.
So I used the 10 on the horse.
And
So,
he can,
that's gone.
and as a race, as racial ability, he can restore 2 hit points. 1 time
Yeah.
for the long rest. That's pretty cool.
That's healing hands.
Yeah, and then plus I do that. I do everything on the horse.
Yeah, because I'm not dying. It's okay.
Oh, Oh, wait a second. I forgot about Steve. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, shit.
No, it's too late for that, buddy.
Man, I forgot about
So he's
shit,
like-
man.
But wait a minute.
We must
Can he
heal
do the
horse.
laying of hands 5 times in a day?
Yeah,
No.
no, but I have.
He has a pool.
He has a pool of 10 points that he can use 5 times a day, up to 10. So he can do 1 for 2, another for 1, and so on. He can't go past 10.
Hold on.
As I'm
That's
reading,
one.
that's how I'm reading it.
That's 2.
It makes no sense. So then why
I
have
got
him
2 there.
to do it 5 times? If it's
Because that way he doesn't waste his whole entire pool in one
Yeah,
shot.
so I could do 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
no. I
In
mean,
other words,
it does,
if
no.
someone's at
Well,
one,
I mean, I'm using logic. Sorry,
if
but
someone's at 0 hit points, you can heal them to 1 so that they won't necessarily have to suffer the true death. Plus, you can use it to cure diseases, neutralize poisons, shit like that.
Hey, Lou,
Yes.
I'm gonna use cure wounds on Narcissus.
Okay. What is the?
It's 2d8. I'm already 3rd level, so. And I gotta roll one more 1d8.
Okay.
10 hit points.
So you get 10 hit points back, Narcissus.
Woo, man. That's
He's on, yeah, you almost back at full.
You can feel your wounds closing on your bleeding shoulder. The
Heck, you hurt too, right?
The planes subside. The pain subsides.
I'm the only one who got hurt.
No, Hex got bit.
nah.
No, he didn't get bit.
Nobody got hurt but me.
All right.
He got.
So wait, what happened? So the wolves ran away after
Yes.
after they realized that they were gonna get head cracked.
Yeah. Now everything fights to the death.
I used Ukla's greatsword on it.
Yeah, the one he robbed as he was falling to the ground.
Yeah, he brought them before he even died. That's
Oh
right.
my lord!
Anyway.
It's like with friends like this,
Anyway,
right,
so now, so taking
Son of a
taking stock of where you are right now, this one of your horses is gone. You can hear, "Are they gone?" You see, Felix is like he's coming up from the blanket, just looking around, like.
I'm gonna take advantage of this horse being dead. I'm gonna start making steaks.
Nice. Jesus Christ.
He beat me to it. I was gonna cut it, take the intestines out, take out the heart, collect some of the blood, eat the meat.
Okay.
Meat's still warm, so I don't have to cook it.
That still doesn't address your current situation. Are you staying or are you moving on?
Well, at this
I
point,
mean, you don't have to move anywhere. I'm just asking the question
Staying.
so that I can progress this a little bit further.
yeah, we're gonna.
Well, after we stabilize the horses, obviously they're gonna need to rest.
Yeah, we need the rest.
So we've got to stay whether we want to or not. But the wolves just attacked. There should be no other predators in the area. If not, they would have never attacked to begin with. Now, I have a question for you, Lou.
Question away.
In the presence of the wolves when they were attacking, and I finally was able to assess them and see them engage. Did they look particularly healthy? Can I recall, or did they look famished?
And
would that be an animal handling role?
Not handling. No, I don't think. Yeah, actually, you're right. Do it. Make an animal handling roll.
Okay,
Remember, you're also at a disadvantage for this.
Okay.
That would have been a 20.
Jesus Christ, bro! I would have rolled a 20 on that wolf. Woo! With that thundering hit. Ooh,
Still got it.
Okay.
With a 15, I think.
They looked. The lead wolf, which was the
alpha.
The alpha, looked the healthiest. The others looked like they were hungry.
So they're starving.
So,
but that alpha got really hurt. Okay, guys, it's dicey. They may or may not come back depending on how starved they are. But those wolves looked famished. It all
Right.
depends on how hurt the alpha got.
We can't go. Not at this very moment.
No. I understand that, but I'm just letting you know that with these wolves' presence, there may not be another attack just out of the because they're predators. But it also them being hungry like that or looking famished like that also shows that there's a scarce hunt. So out of desperation, they may come back. It all depends on that lead wolf whether or not he got hurt bad enough that he doesn't even want to bother.
Yo, Lou. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna gather the wood that I have in my backpack, and I'm gonna set up like kind of like some, maybe 6 feet high, 12 feet long, so we could sleep on top.
Anyway,
Just letting you know.
you're the one wasting time. I'm not.
Bro, listen. Honestly, we have no other choice. We're gonna have to stay.
Listen,
So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna tell Felix to go up in the tree because he's so small they could run away with him. So I'm gonna tell him to climb up in the tree and stay and sleep up there and have his crossbow ready just in case.
Okay. So it doesn't. He doesn't need much convincing. Of course, master. Wise idea.
listen. I set a fire. Make a fire.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Get some fill up the water skins and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna eat and just stay up now. And I'll have the great sword in my hand.
All right.
Yeah,
rest-
but this time we should be up in pairs.
I'll set up.
I would suggest you two to go to sleep first, get your rest that you need, and us two will stay up for a while, keeping watch. Towards dawn, we'll wake you up for the final watch. That should be long enough for you guys to have been fully rested. You guys agree?
Yeah, I'm down.
So would that be considered a long rest or a short rest, Lou?
For the second watch, it would be a short rest. If you're waiting until dawn.
They need the long rest anyway. So we really have a choice on that.
Yeah, but
Unless go to bed earlier. But I'll stay up till dawn. Almost.
Would the short rest get rid of the?
No.
Nah, so we're gonna have to rest long, man.
I could take well, I ain't using the spells. You have to take a long rest to get your spells back.
Yeah, to get my spells back.
So you take the long rest, I take the short rest.
Okay.
All right.
So Durzone has.
No, but you're wounded though.
I'm okay. I got healed by Durzo.
Okay.
So Durzo and Hex take the first shift.
So I go to Durzo and I go, Durzo, mind if I stay back to back to you?
All right, no problem.
Okay.
So
that makes that
I position myself.
That makes that little nook extraordinarily uncomfortable, but it's ultimately enough from the base of the tree that you won't crash it. You see Felix he's positioned himself in one of the branches. They curve up, so he's positioned himself in what looks like a makeshift bed between each one of the branches. He brought his bedroll and he just laid it out, and he's just like, "I'll stay watch, master." After like 20 minutes,
So he literally made himself a hammock up
Pretty
in the
much.
tree.
He's like, that factoring in the wind, just rocking him in the branch, knocked him right out.
Oh yeah, he done.
Dawn comes, no subsequent attack. You wake the Tildor Narcissus for their watch. You feast on the meat of the horse, assuming Tildor does too.
I'm eating on it too. I'm gonna fill myself up.
Okay. So Tildor, make sure that you put in for the long rest on your character sheet, because it'll reset everything. Well,
Okay.
It should reset everything. There's a button right at the top which says long rest next to the campaign. You see it?
Oh, I see it right here. Long rest. Okay.
Okay.
I'm back at 21 hit points.
All righty. How much longer are you going to wait? You can see the sun come up over the horizon from the east, right over the sand dunes that are in there. In the they're in the sight line of the horizon. You can see them. They stretch for as far as you can see north and south. You guys are sleeping in the tree, so that's where you guys are.
That's them.
Yeah. So, how much longer are you going to wait before the rest of the party gets rested?
I give
long rest.
Give them their rest. So
Okay.
whatever time they need for that rest.
All right. So as the sun climbs, just as it to get them to get that long rest, it's going to take you well past the noonday hour. The problem with the noonday hour is that the heat of the sun is starting to bear down, and the only reason why you guys are okay-ish is because of the shade of the tree, but you can feel the heat as it's coming up from the ground.
That don't bother me.
You wake. You specifically, you're cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. You all finally come to a point where you're rested. Your horses are they're on the mend, those that were on the mend. And a quick assessment is that they're rideable, but not raceable. Not let's run yet. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah, it'll take a while before they get to that point.
Yeah, honestly, I think we should just stay here another day and just everybody rest up, and then just go.
No, I'm good. I could continue, and I'm the only one who really got hurt. I got a short rest, so I shouldn't be fatigued anymore, am I?
I think.
But we're one horse down, right?
We're one horse down.
All right, so Felix could ride with somebody else. He could ride with me, or he could ride with you, Narcissus.
Not me. I don't got a horse.
Okay, so
No, the one that doesn't have a horse is
no, Narcissus' horse.
You're right. Yours is the one that suffered the true death.
Yeah.
Everybody that you all took a long rest, essentially, is what you're saying. So you were here 16 hours.
Well, we don't have to be here 16 hours. A long rest, isn't it? 8 hours? I mean, it's 10 hours for a long rest.
Right. My point is, if you waited till dawn.
Yeah, if you waited till dawn and then wait for them to get their rest.
So it'd still take you to noon. All right, so everyone can take off that point of exhaustion. So
Thank God.
So in order to do that, you go to the box that says conditions. For those of you that don't know, go to the box that says conditions, and at the bottom, you'll see it, the bar, 1 through 6. Just go back to the double slash.
Wait a second. Conditions. Where would that be located at?
Right.
So under your hit points, next to defenses,
exactly.
It says conditions.
And how do I get to
that?
I
see it. I see it.
You click on it. It opens up the sidebar.
Click on the
there's a box long rest that says that to take away the one
you
point.
can hit the long rest either way.
Oh, I did the long rest.
So that'll do it for you.
All right.
So if we took the long rest, the horse should be just as healed as everyone else then, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
They follow the same mechanics, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna make sure that my horse drinks water, and Narcissus, you could just come with me on my horse. Or matter of fact, you could take Felix's horse, and I'll let Felix ride with me.
Felix never had a horse. He was riding with Narcissus the whole time.
He was riding with me. Yeah.
All right, so he's gonna have to ride with
whoever he feels comfortable with.
He does not feel comfortable riding with Durza.
All right, so Narcissus, you ride the horse. I'll have my bow ready. I'll sit on the back, and
Felix goes to you, Hex. He's like, excuse me, Master. Would it trouble you too much if I could ride with you?
Come up, brother. Come up. Just.
Lou, I'm staring at him.
He's like, thank you, Master. He's like, Master Durzo scares Felix.
It's fine, and stop calling me Master. I'm no better than you.
He's like, of course, Master.
Call me Hex. Okay?
He's like, yes, Master Hex.
It's gonna take some getting used to.
He's like, what?
I get,
I stopped.
I divvy my gear between my horse, between the two horses, my horse and
Just divide it up into all 3 horses. That's all.
yeah, I divvy up my stuff. I since I was up, they're resting, even though I was watching them. I tend the intestinal tract. I tend to treat it so I can have it. You do something later.
Okay.
Take stock of everything. The horse meat is horse meat. So I tend to that.
Yeah, I mean, you literally can't butcher the whole horse and take it with you because that's like 1,000 pounds of meat.
Yeah, but we got enough for the next couple of days.
Enough.
And I definitely collect some of the bones.
Okay.
And that's it.
Like to use as weapons or
material. If I need to use it as a weapon, then I can make it into a weapon.
Right, so just to be clear, so we're talking about like leg bone, thigh bone, shit like that.
Leg bone, thigh bone. So yeah, the leg bone, the thigh bones, the largest size bones. I take its helm. I take its
you
ribs.
decapitate the horse.
Well, it's dead already.
No,
the fuck am I?
I'm only asking. You are disgusting, but go ahead.
Hey, it's materials. You never know. I have to sacrifice something to someone.
That's true. Okay, you guys you finish your butchering. Make sure, please write it down. And then
during that time,
you guys head out. Yes, sir. What you're muted again?
What? Me? No. Oh.
Yeah, talking about Hex. I don't know why it's still doing it. It's weird.
Yeah, Hex is muted. Yeah.
You guys should be able to hold the shift key. The shift, I think it said.
Yeah, I did that in order to make a phone call, and it completely muted me. And then it gave me the notice, host is not allowed for you to mute, or some nonsense.
So weird. Oh, okay. I got it now.
Now, 3 hours later.
Sorry about that. Okay. Half a day's ride. The heat is just unbearable. You get to a signpost, the signpost for Silverton. It's like one of those old, wooden planks that somebody scrawled in fading charcoal. There's an arrow to Silverton. You can see it in the horizon, probably about another 30 to 45 minutes. You can. It's a plain, but there's some hills to the road, some hills and some dales. You get to the top of one hill, and you can see Silverton in the distance. It seems like a trading post, not a fort. So it's open area. It's one major thoroughfare where the houses are built side by side. It doesn't stretch a huge length, but all told,
it's like an old western town.
Correct. All told, you were able to just count maybe about 20 houses, 10 on each side.
That means 2 of them.
Traffic.
One's a bar, and the other.
Like?
Drink.
What does the traffic look like, Lou? Does it look dense?
Does
it look sparse?
That's what for those of you, I mean, you're all seeing it, so you're all noticing it. There is absolutely there's no freight. There's no covered wagons. It's essentially looks like a ghost town from your vantage.
Oh no!
Oh, Jesus Christ!
In my head, I'm saying I knew it.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well head over there. We might as well head over. Yeah, we might as well.
There anyway.
At least there we could get some good shelter.
Now, you finally ride into town.
Are the horses acting gibberish?
No, there are some buildings. Some of the buildings on each side, they're peppered where they're shuttered, but you do see at the end of the block, and you can hear it. You can hear that for those of you who are blacksmiths, you can hear the familiar sound of hammer to anvil. farther in the distance is echoing because there's no noise, essentially. You do see a couple of horses tied to a barding where there is a saloon. It's a saloon slash trading post slash general store.
Looking for a stable.
The stable is where it is as you're orienting yourself with the layout. The stable is straight ahead it's the last build or the first building on the left. You can tell it's the stable because it has the open air barn with that one rod with the where they lift the hay bales. So you can see it there. The saloon is closer to where you are. It's in the midpoint of the town. All told, you're looking at maybe 150 feet in length from when you enter. As you're going in, as you're riding in slowly, to your left and to your right, the domiciles that do have that aren't shuttered, you can see people's faces, like they're like peppering themselves behind these old curtains, holy curtains. Some have those wooden shutters that they're peeking through as you're riding past. One of the houses as you pass on the left has been gutted by fire. You get to
Alright.
who's going to saloon, who's going to the stable?
I'm going to
Narcissus
stable.
is going to the saloon. So
Lewis, I'm going to stable.
Okay, stable.
The
There is no
saloon
stable.
is the saloon where the trading post is.
Correct. They're all in one.
For gear and supplies.
They're all in one. Yeah.
Okay, so head to the saloon then.
Okay. So as you're riding towards it, all you hear is
Yeah, not for nothing. I'm singing with him.
So thirsty. Feeling this thirsty. All right. You guys get to the saloon. You come in. 3 steps up. It's elevated. The road itself looks like it's a channel for like a floodplain, because whenever it rains, it literally washes whatever's on that road away. What was that movie with Kevin Costner and Jesus Christ? Anyway,
Waterworld?
No. He did a western which was really good, with Robert Duvall, and.
I know the one you're talking about. I don't remember the name. Yeah.
So when
you're talking about like that type of layout where the water just drips.
Yeah.
That. Yeah.
Now you go in.
It's like a gutter.
Pretty much. The typical long swinging doors. You come in, letting in some of the dust and wind from outside. There are a couple of humans to your left, playing a card game. To your right, you can see a shopkeep who's minding the general store area. So it's essentially they cut the section of the wall out to the adjacent house and made it all into one. There's a woman on your left. She's in her 40s. She's pale. She's olive skin, graying black hair. She's pretty attractive, but her face is weather beaten. She's been around for a while. It's with the sun and everything. And as you come in, she's like, "Welcome, masters. Please. It's been so long since we've had some visitors. What can I get you?" I hear, drink. He runs over. He's just like, he has his coin purse. He's like, drink. He can barely look over the bar. She just looks over it. It's like, all right. Like, he's looking at him like goblin, and looking at you guys.
Excuse me, ma'am. How long has it been since you had visitors?
Oh, I'd say it'd be about 2 moons ago. Probably more.
Yo, Lou, I'm scoping out the top shelf. What's up there?
Is that normal for you?
There's she has some dusty bottles with some labels on them. The rest of them don't have any labels, just varying degrees of brown,
dust.
varying degrees of brown and clear liquid. So what'll it be? I have some. It's not necessarily cold, but it is delicious beer on tap. I also have some stronger spirits, if that's what you're up to. To answer your question, Master, it's probably because of the raiders. We've had
Raiders.
Bandits. They've been plaguing the area for the last few months. We don't know where they came from or where they're holed up, but some have speculated where they come from, but we don't know.
They don't look like any typical bandits from the Antaraca Desert.
Oh no. I don't believe so. They don't wear the typical desert fashion.
What do they wear?
They look more like a ragtag group of mercenaries. But from what I've heard, they seem to be more organized. Sort of like their own militia. I'm sorry, but I've not encountered them. Thankfully, we've been fortunate. But our trade is just like, as you can see, our ability to trade is suffering.
So that means it's coming from deeper in, not from the desert.
That sounds. That sounds right. Oh, so she's pouring a mug. Because I hear.
So I passed the mug over to Felix so he can shut up already.
And grabs the coin purse, roots around, and pulls out a couple of silver, and she hands it back to him. And as she's handing it back to him, he puts the mug back on the table.
Yeah, Felix.
Jeez. Has anybody told you got a drinking problem?
So I look at.
Thirst problem.
I tell lady, I'll purchase a small keg. I put a platinum piece down.
So she's like, you can see, ching in her eyes. She's like, it's like, this is too much, Master. I can't take this.
Oh, it's okay. And here's another one for whatever you have on the top shelf.
So you can hear a splash. No, I'm sorry.
He's backstroking now.
No, that she just soiled her dress with moneygasms. Anyway, she's like, of course. You don't have to really insist that she takes the money. She just takes. She's like, oh, no, I can't. Oh, of course. So she grabs one of the.
I just shake my head.
And she dusts it off. This is she got this whiskey from a northern city for hold on a second, I can tell you right now. She got this from Everesca.
Oh,
I've tried it, and I don't have the constitution for this, but you seem like a hearty lad. And she brings up a couple of shot glasses. She cleans them out with her rag and pours it, and she leaves the bottle. And she's like, we have some. I could rustle you up some food if you like.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yes, please.
Of course.
Actually, would you be able to cook the meat we got?
If you have, so long as it's fresh. I don't know. I can't handle spoiled meat. Weak constitution, like I said.
So
It's fresh.
So hand her over a portion of the portion so she can ready it for us.
Okay.
So these bandits around here, they have been infecting not only the trade route, but the animals as well?
Oh, I can't speak to the animals, but I do know that they've affected the trade route for miles around. So it's one of the other trading villages is just up and disappeared. We assume that they raided and that they razed them to the ground, but none of these none of this lot dared venture out there to sea. And which makes the card players shrink. Like, fuck you, bitch, I ain't doing out there.
So what do you guys think about these bandits? Reason why those wolves are so hungry.
I wouldn't say that's the reason why the wolves are hungry, but it definitely means that these people are hungry.
Oh, you hear
I'm saying
this sounds good, master.
the reason I'm saying that is because if they've affected the trade route to that level, they've also affected the wildlife in the area, which means they're probably hunting them as well, which is leaving these wolves really hungry, which we don't know how far an impact they may be. And she's talking about that they're organized. It'd be a problem for us going through because we're heading in that direction.
Well, I guess we can go check up on this town they're talking about, since we'll be in that direction anyway. And if we happen to pond them, we'll handle the situation as it arises.
Okay. Just want to know what you guys are doing.
You know,
I'm coming along for the ride.
and I turn to the lady, and unless there's a bounty to be had for these bandits.
Well, we did have a magistrate, but he up and left us as soon as the trading route stopped. No money, you see. He was paid by the town, but he's like all of the the mayor and the magistrate. They up and left as soon as the money dried up.
So who's running the town now?
Itself.
Well, he's like, thankfully we have to pay no tithe or tax to any local lord, so whatever we can scratch out, that's what we have.
So who would be more or less the head of the town right now?
Someone, you guys have a spokesperson.
I suppose, and that me, I suppose. Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mother ale with me. I'm going to approach the gentlemen that are playing cards, and I'm going to throw in for a couple of hands. Whether I win or lose doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
It's more to try and get more information out of what's going on about in the town.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna come to there's on Tildor. So you get closer, obviously the banging gets louder. You ride up. You can see you see the blacksmith. He's hammering a horseshoe. There's a couple of horses in the stable. The first thing you notice though is, as you're coming closer, an orc just walks right out. He's heavily muscled. He looks like he's pissed, and he is heavily armored. He sees you, says nothing, and then turns back in.
Okay, so I'm gonna get off my horse and I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Now, hold on, Gerso. So this would be what, like blacksmith stable?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's any hands outside to grab our horses or anything like that?
There's what do they call them? Those wood.
Stable boy.
Say again.
Stable boy.
Yeah. No. There's a water trough, and then there's that wooden post that you can tie off your horses outside. But you haven't. When you get to that point, you can see that the blacksmith's hammering. He does have an apprentice that's holding the shoe.
Okay.
The horse inside is it's a war horse, so it's way bigger than yours, and it looks like it threw one of its shoes. Inside, you can see two more of those orcs. They're just standing around. They're standing and talking. And as you come up, they all turn to you, but they don't make any sudden moves. The two that were talking resume talking. The one that came out and saw you, he's just watching the blacksmith.
So it's three of them in total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna tie the horse where the water's at, and then I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Dershel, you doing the same thing?
I'm gonna tie it to the post. Basically, bring it to the water trough. Make sure it drinks enough water. I'm gonna brush it down. I'm gonna take the saddle off its back, so it doesn't have no weight on it.
No, I was gonna. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and basically, I'm just assessing the situation. I guess they're waiting for the shoe to be fixed so that they can be put back on the horse, and then I don't know where they're gonna go or whatever like that. But I know that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm noticing from what's going on. So I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna take care of my horse's needs before I go and even talk to the blacksmith.
Okay. Tildor, you walk in. Blacksmith, the apprentice nods. He gets the blacksmith's attention to turn to you, and he says, "Oh, just one moment, master. It'll be a few moments. Be right with you."
Okay. So I nod my head and I sit there and I wait. I'm Lou. When I'm in this place, I'm just gonna scan the whole entire thing, like if I'm just taking everything in.
Paranoia activated.
Hey, man, would you we over here trying to take a nap, there's wolves attacking us, so.
Okay. The blacksmith works for a couple of more minutes. He's trying to hammer this thing, hammer. Finally, the orc just gets frustrated and walks over to him, snatches the hammer out of his hand and hits it twice to where he picks and he grabs the tongs from the boy, and he turns and he's like, "Yeah, shoe my horse quickly." Yes sir. So he quenches the shoe, brings it over and goes to hammer the horse. His apprentice. So the blacksmith, wiping his hands on his leather apron, he comes over. He's like, well, "What can I do for you, masters?"
Okay, I would like to see if you guys could take care of my horse.
He's like, "Of course. Does it need shoeing?"
I say, how much is the shoeing?
He's like, he's looking at your horse. He's like, "I'm sure we can make do with 5."
Okay, that's fine. And can you guys take everything off, clean it, and then, because it still has blood, right, from the dried up blood. Am I correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell him, can you comb it, clean it, brush it, the works.
He's going over it, just looking at, they have that technique where they rub down the back leg to be able to lift it where the horse doesn't buck. And he's just like, seems like you've been in a bit of a battle. But
you could say so.
He's just looking at the horse, and he's like, "Hey, this seems to be okay."
Hey, miracles happen. I'm not saying nothing about the fight with the wolves or anything like that. Nah, because honestly, I don't know this guy, so I'm not going to be giving him information.
He's like, "Miracles happen, huh?"
Dumbass.
And I'm gonna. We outside or inside? We definitely outside, right?
You're in the door frame talking.
Okay,
But he
so
has come out. because you put your horse to the trough, right?
Yeah.
So
So I come out with him. When I come out with him, I'm gonna ask him, who's those guys there?
he's like, oh, don't mind them. They're affable. It's like, don't mind their gruff exterior. They're all right blokes. He said, truth be told, it's like they're sort of like the protectors of this town.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand it myself. Like, orcs are usually nasty folk.
So I'm gonna be like, why are they defending this town?
I have no idea, but I am happy they do. Because those is like, from what I understand, those raiders are merciless. They don't leave they leave no one alive.
Raiders? What raiders are you talking about?
Oh, you don't know?
No, we just came into town.
Did you
So I point that Durso.
He said, did you come in from the east or west?
Lewis, which I don't know which direction it came from. Like me personally, but which
East.
Okay, so we told him we came from the east.
Oh, then you've not heard. Are you traders? He's like, you don't. He's like, you don't have the equipment for a trader.
No, we are adventurers looking for work that pays handsomely.
Yeah, it's like, but I don't know about handsomely, but I'm sure there's work to be found in these parts.
Well, do you know of any?
Yeah, I would imagine that people would be awful grateful if you got rid of those raiders.
And I said, so why haven't these three guys done it? They look pretty brawny.
I don't know. He's like,
Lewis, I'm gonna use persuasion on him to see if I could get some information off of him.
Well, you can do that by having a conversation. I'll tell you when you need to roll it.
Okay.
Now, he says, well, that question is like one of those, hey, why haven't they got rid of it? You know what I mean? He's like, that's a very good question. But between you and me, I'm not going to be the one to ask them.
Okay, it's understandable. So I'm gonna be like, do you guys know these raiders? Like, do you, like, not? In other words, have you seen them?
The word has spread. There's like I said, I don't know if it's because of the orcs and his horde, but they like to call it a horde. They don't want to call it a mercenary group or a company. That's too human. He doesn't do the air quotes, but I'm doing it. It's too human, if you know what I mean. Like,
No, I'm gonna ask him a question. But like, I don't mean to interrupt you. How many of them are there here? Just them three?
okay, well, there's these three, but there's a company. They came through about a month ago. They came through about 3 months ago, and just settled in. They settled in an old abandoned fort. I think they've been refortifying it, hoping they're not trying to set it up so they can murder us. But like I said, they stay out of our way, we stay out of their way, and their gold is it's like their money is as good as anyone else's. Their coin is as good as anyone else's. And
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, so if I understand this.
hold on. He says, as you can tell, we really don't have that much in the way of commerce here. So we take it where we can get it.
That's true. I definitely agree with that. So I'm gonna be like, so wait a second. So these orcs just came out of nowhere. They're building a fort out of here. These bandits just came out of nowhere. And now the orcs have been defending from the bandits just for no apparent reason. They're just doing it because they like you.
All good questions, sir. None to which I have the answer.
Okay. So I mean, by me looking at him, do I look like he's telling the truth, or he's being sly, or?
Unless you have. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. You can make a perception check to see.
Would that not be an insight check?
Actually, you're right. He is correct. Insight.
Insight? Okay, well, this is good. Damn, and I got 0 on that. Perception, I got +5.
This is an insight.
Okay, now I'm at regular now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 16.
Okay. He doesn't seem disingenuous.
Okay. So I'm just gonna ask him.
Talking is very matter of fact. doesn't seem like he's hiding anything.
No, I'm gonna ask him a question. These bandits, have you seen them? Have you seen how they look like? Have you seen anything about them, or it's just,
He said,
whispers?
we heard telltales from those who survived their attacks and have gone and have come through to go east, but no one has come from the west in quite a few months.
So all these people have came and nobody's given a description of these people?
There's none that made. He's like none that would make sense. It's just they describe them as just brutal, vicious monsters. They're human, they think, but they are brutal.
No, I want to
They
actually
spare no man, woman. They spare no woman. They spare none, not even women and children.
Okay, so now I want to just one last question. Well, he already answered it already. I was going to ask him that. Okay, so I'm going to be like, so how much would it cost to?
He's looking at you.
Now I have my helmet. I have my helmet down, so he does not see my eyes.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm not. Just letting you know.
He's looking at you like somebody would look at, like a trader would look at somebody who's dressed bummy versus someone who's dressed well. The person that's dressed well, you think has more money than the bummy person.
Okay.
So you're in that on the cusp because of your equipment. So he says, we could probably have you all fixed up and reshoot if we need to for 15. He's just like 15.
And I'm gonna say my arm needs some cleaning too. Can you also do that?
What are you wearing? Leather or chain?
No, I'm chain.
It's like, well, that may take some doing, but I think I can work that in. All told, I can probably get it done for you by tomorrow. This time, say 30.
So I look at him, and I'm just gonna stare at him for a little while silently, and I'll be like, okay, 30 sounds good. I said, I'll pay you for the horse now, and then once you start doing the armor, or I'm gonna ask him, what would be better for you to do, the armor or the horse first?
It's completely your choice, sir. It's your money.
Okay, so start on the horse first. So I give him the.
Does your friend need any help, or is he done staring at everyone licking his lips?
I can see him like this, yo. So I call Durso. I call him over.
So what I'll do is I'll walk up to him.
He called you over. He's giving your name out to everybody.
So I'm gonna tell Mr. Durso, I'm gonna introduce him to the blacksmith, and I'm gonna tell him.
He's like, it's so rarity to get an elf in these parts.
Well, I always I mean, I know I didn't say it, but I always use my cloak.
That's
so
right,
anyway,
but you have distinct features.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say, as my friend specified, I would like full service done on my horse, and my armor to be repaired.
You have leather.
And I'm gonna look at Durso.
You have leather or you have chain?
Leather.
Okay, so he's like, I'm terribly sorry, sir, but I'm a shit leather worker.
Do you have anybody in town that works on leather?
We had, but she's long since gone.
Okay, understandable. So how much would it be to take care of my horse?
No, he's looking between the two of you. He's like, 15?
What are you talking about? 15 gold or 15 silver?
15 gold?
Wait a second.
Nice.
Wait a second. But you charged me 10, so you have to charge them 10. How come you charge them $5 more?
First of all, we don't deal in dollars, you fuck nuts. Anyway, no. He's like, did I say 10? I meant 10. Of course, I meant 10. Because now he's looking at your weapons. He said, of course I meant 10.
And that was 10 silver, right? Right?
Honestly, 10 gold is a lot, but the guys are broke, so we'll give him 10 gold.
All right, so I'll give him 10 gold.
It's like, oh, thank you, master. He's just looking at the money. You can see he's like, He's just like,
Drooling.
So yo, it's just so loose. I'm gonna look at my armor and I say, how much you said was to get my armor done again? Let me see. Can you refresh my memory?
it's all told. He'll do it for 30.
Okay. So I just make sure. So I'll give him the 10 up front.
Okay.
So let me take it off my sheet.
So all you hear is, "Fool boy, I will do it. Get out of my way." You can see the apprentice stumble. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry. He's just like, "I'm so sorry," and he ducks, and there's a hammer flies right by his head. Now you can hear you can hear the you can see him from your angle. He puts the horse's leg down and gets on it and rides past you. As him and his mates ride past you, they're just, they're
Mean mugging.
taking measure. Yeah, they're definitely mean mugging you, orc style, but they ride off.
I give him the most blank stare, like seeing past him.
He's just like,
So I'm gonna tell Durzo, you know that these people have a bandit problem, right? And these guys just moved in. The orcs that left just moved into town, and it's quite a few of them.
Not my problem.
Okay, so we're gonna go towards the bar now. Once we leave the horses there.
Yeah, he's chaotic evil. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, this guy here. This guy was. Anyway, I don't even want to get on here. Okay. He's too much. I don't even understand why I'm even hanging out with him. Like, I'm not for good.
Remember, hanging off of my horse is that the leader of the Fishman's head.
Oh my lord! I knew he was gonna bring that up.
It's just a skull.
Remember, I told you I kept his head. Yeah. It's hanging off my horse.
At this point, it's just a skull.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my god! I'm gonna be like, come on, Durzo, let's go to the bar. So we start heading towards the bar.
Okay. Get to the saloon. Hex and Narcissus are chowing down. Narcissus is just throwing back shots of something, and you can see he's just like, no.
Yo, so I'm gonna go up to these guys. I'm gonna go to all of them. I'm like, these guys got a bandit of orcs in town,
you walk
right?
over to the table. You hear, "Master, this beer is delicious." You can see he's just like, "Delicious beer."
Yo, so you guys, Lewis, I'm gonna go up to them once this guy does the whole beer thing. I'm gonna go up to them. I'm gonna let him know that.
Well, Hex is card playing, so it's just Narcissus.
Okay. So I go to Narcissus. I'll be like, Narcissus, these guys got a band of orcs in this town, right?
No, but I know they have a bandit problem.
Yeah, but that I know. I spoke to the blacksmith, but they have orcs that are I guess building. They took one of the houses and used it as a fort. I seen 3 of them.
She comes from behind where the kitchen was. She's like, "Oh, another one." He's like, "This is your compatriot, I imagine, sir."
Yes.
He's like, "Would you like a drink and something to eat?"
Lewis, am I hungry or am I still full from the stuff I ate earlier?
Why are you asking him?
I don't understand why you're asking me.
Oh, well, that's true. I'm sorry. I'm bugging out. Forget about that. That was a brain fart. I'm gonna.
He needs permission to roleplay.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yo, Lou.
Yeah, it has, I guess.
Lou, put that as the thing.
Yeah. We're getting there.
I'm gonna tell him yes. I'm gonna ask Steve, can give us some other horse meat? Is she cooking?
Okay.
Yeah, she's cooking it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say yeah. I'll have a drink.
Okay.
Food and water.
All right. You want water?
Yes.
Okay. Well, she can't attest to the. She's like, well, it's water. She brings it in a mug. It's brown would be a good way to describe it.
I'm not drinking it. I'll drink it out of my water skin.
Okay. It's just like, well, I have this, or I have something stronger.
I'll just take food.
Very well. She She turns and she's looking at you like, it's like, huh? Bloody elves?
So-
She's like, bloody elves?
I look at her and I ask her, what can you tell us about the orcs that visit the town?
She's, they have been sent by the gods. I can't speak.
Guys.
She's like, I can't speak enough about them.
Lou.
Yes.
Lou, real quick. I'm gonna sign off for a little bit, but I'll be right back in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Lou, you okay to keep going because it is
Actually,
12
you know
o'clock.
what? I'm gonna do that. We're gonna sign off because it is midnight and I have to work. I was getting too into it, but we will pick this up. Maybe not next Sunday unless we do it at the same time.
We could do it at the same time. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, around 8:30 like you did today. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
I have something in the afternoon. I don't know how long it's going to take. But, okay. So for Durzo, Tildor, Hex, Swift, and Narcissus, I am the GM. Thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you in the next
This guy, Adolfo had a